guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm doing a VR to my homegirl, Tracy from Two Rocks Tarot, and she used a spread from Lost and Found Tarot, and it's called the Ancestor's Guidance Spread, and it's 7 questions, and I decided to use my beautiful Rebellion Tarot, which comes in this lovely little burlap sack. I'm really excited to dive into this. As you know, I love connecting with spirit. I love connecting with energies. I love connecting with things beyond this world that we can see with our own, two peepers. And I'm always looking for ways to connect with my ancestors, and oftentimes I do. Sometimes it's, they just kind of show up wherever I'm hanging out. It's like, oh, hey, Grandpa, how's it going? Hey, it's my cousin. I like finding different ways in order to connect with my ancestors and, relatives, things like that. So I like using cards. I like using my different, clairs. I like using runes. I like using lots of different things, pendulums. So let's go ahead and jump on into this spread. So question number 1 is, which ancestor or ancestors are present? And then the card would maybe show what part of the family they're from, or their personality, or anything about them. So let's take a look-ski. Which ancestor or ancestors are present? So any information about who's with me right now. I'm getting that there's quite a few people, but I need to have one person come forward. Okay, so this one found its way to the tips of my fingers here. Ooh, and here we have the Queen of Wands. Let's get that non-glary for you. Okay, beautiful image. Okay, so Queen of Wands, an older female perhaps. Let's see if I can get anything from this card. I made sure as I looked through the deck that there was both male and female in here. I know it's kind of a female heavy deck, but if there was a male present, they would at least have a card to come up for them. Actually, if I take a look at this Queen of Wands in the picture here, let's see if you guys can see that. She has this red hair, and I'm actually really drawn to the bracelet that she has on her wrist. And for some reason, that style of bracelet, or just kind of looking at it, kind of reminds me of some bracelets that my grandmother and my mother had, that were kind of passed down. My mom's side of the family is Irish. They're known as Munster Irish. So I'm getting that somebody on that side of the family. I don't know if this is actually my grandmother, but I'm getting it somebody from that side. Actually, could also be her mother. So this could be my great-grandmother, actually. This might be Madonna. My great-grandmother's name is Madonna. Okay, well, let's figure out a little bit more. So yes, this could be great-grandma Madonna, or great-great-grandmother Clemens. I'm kind of feeling like either of those. So great-great-grandma Clemens, or great-grandma Madonna. Okay, question number 2 is one way we are alike. So this would be something that I inherited from them. So one way that we are alike. So again, this could be Madonna or great-great-grandma Clemens. By the way, great-great-grandma Clemens used to claim that she could see the little people, and she would leave out offerings for them, and she'd be talking to them. This is all kind of passed down through family. Obviously I never got to meet her. She passed away long before I was born. These are the stories that, were told. One way we are alike, something that I inherited from you. Okay, so this card kind of stuck to my hand, and this card is the Emperor. Emperor. Okay, so what I'm getting from this person is that I I inherited the ability to get stuff done. Oh my gosh. This might be kind of a mixture of my grandma and my great-grandma. It just like popped into my brain. Okay, because I was thinking of like business owners, and you know, I have like, you know, my little small business, you know, Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. And I have, you know, my other side business is my photography. I do my opera singing, you know, have my personal training and all that stuff. So, I get that I inherited that from them. You know, my grandmother used to own a deli back in the day, and then my great-grandma, she used to own a bar, even during the time of Prohibition. So, yeah, they were very strong women, business owners. So, all right, I think I got that from them. So that's, wow, That's awesome. I am so stoked. You know, it's not often that I connect with my mother's side of the family, so I'm really actually pretty stoked about this. So yeah, I got that little entrepreneurialship from them. Number 3, just looking at my questions over here. How are you different? So how am I changing family history? So how am I different from my grandma, my great-grandma? How am I different from them? So this might be the two of them coming together, you know, as an energy, because perhaps how I feel is like sometimes spirits have a harder time coming through on their own. And since they all kind of like work on, and like they use kind of each other's energy, like they'll give each other like a little boost, like a little bit of nitrous, you know, like in a car. So it's like they give each other a boost. It's like, oh, hey, you know, I'm just swing you on over so you can go talk to this person. So I think that the two of them came over together, kind of speaking as one, but yeah, so I'm pretty excited. Oops, this card's got all swishied around. Okay, so how am I different from them? Ooh, this card kind of flew out. Okay, so the reason I'm laughing, number one, this is a beautiful strength card, but the reason I'm laughing is because this is my card, you know, my birth card. You know, I'm a number 8, you know, if you break down my you know, birth year and my month and day and all that stuff in numerology, I break it down to an 8, which I am the strength card. So one way that I am different, as I basically break the chains here, you know, I do not like being told what to do. I will do my own thing irregardless of what anybody else says. You know, I may be like, oh, you know, I don't know if I should do this, but you know, I still do it. I still do my thing, and that I am definitely my own person. I'm not a carbon copy of my grandmother or my great-grandmother. Not to say that these women were chained up, you know, in any way, but I do feel like their husbands had a big say in what they could and could not do. I also think that in the times they grew up, even though it was pretty awesome that, you know, my grandma and my great-grandmother could have their own business, there was also many other things that were just not appropriate for a lady. And so who I am now, I am in an age where I'm allowed to do kind of like whatever I want. I live in a country, I can kind of do mostly whatever I want. And so yeah, I'm definitely my own person, and I follow what I want to do. So yes, I am the strength card. That is pretty freaking awesome. I love this. Going on to question number 4. What message do these two wonderful women have for me? So grandma and Great Grandma Madonna, what message do you have for me? Ooh, okay, that one fell out. And we got the Knight of Wands here. So I'm really getting from them that they want me to keep pushing and keep chasing my dreams. You know, there are some things that I really want to do by the end of this school year, and I'd say by the end of next year. So I really get that they're like, just keep going for it. You know, you have something that you want to do. You have some dreams. You have some goals. Like, don't get distracted by all the shiny things. You know, don't get distracted by everything else or what anybody else is saying. Of course, they know that, you know, I'll eventually, you know, go my own way, but they don't want me to slow down in any way. Like, just keep going for it. Like, don't let anybody like slow this pace that you got going on. So I really get this just like full steam ahead. Card number 5 is a choice, a dilemma, or a question that is most important to my journey right now. So what is the choice, question, or dilemma? What's most important right now? Okay. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is a dilemma. So the dilemma that I have right now is I have a lot of anxieties and fears about what will be the outcome of things. You know, I know I keep getting messages about living in the present, living in the here and now. Like, don't worry about the future. You're going to be taken care of. Like, everything's going to be fine. But I'm such of the personality that I need to see everything laid out. And these are the steps that I'm going to take. And this is the possible outcome, you know, and I'm right now like thinking that my outcome that I can see is not going to be, good for me financially, even though I'm getting messages of like, it's all gonna work out, it's gonna be fine. You know, I definitely have these fears of, you know, this thing that I'm trying to accomplish not working out because I just don't think it would be financially feasible. And so I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. You know, I really want this, but you know, I don't think, you know, I think it would cause a lot of issues. And I think this is all what they're saying. This is all in your head. Everything's gonna be fine. You're a worry wart. Like, stop it. And I'm like, okay. Question number 6. What is a gift that they offer me freely? So what is Great Grandma and Grandma offering me freely? Oops. Too many cards. Ladies, gotta narrow it down. What is a gift that you are offering me freely? Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, this one fell out, and this one is the Temperance card. So I'm getting that they're, you know, I was gonna say, you know, with temperance kind of things being weighed and measured and, you know, balanced and things like that. I'm not actually getting balance from this temperance card, but I am getting more of the alchemical, magical, mixing things together to create something. So a gift that they give to me is that they're giving me the tools to make my dreams a reality. They're putting certain people, situations, experiences in my way, but on purpose, so that I can use them as like ingredients in making my future a reality, making what I want to be my future a reality. So they're giving me all these like different bits and pieces that will go together to like create this magic, is kind of what I'm getting from this Temperance card. So that's awesome. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Great Grandma. Going into our last question, and it says a calling card to connect with them in the future. So what will be their calling card so that I can connect with these two lovely women in the future? And my grandmother, by the way, she passed away pretty young, actually. Oops, too many cards. I was it was the summer before my sophomore year of high school, and she was, I believe 58, something like that. Yeah, my grandma wasn't very old at all. Okay, well, okay. It's the same two cards keep flying out, so I'm gonna read them as two. They have forced me to do it. Okay, so these two cards. So, well, I guess it makes sense. There's two of them. Okay, so they're calling cards for the future. Okay, I just thought this was odd. Here I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles, and this is the Eight of Swords right here. But maybe if I get in, these two women here are like facing the same direction, and at first I thought this was the same woman. So I'm getting a feeling that this is supposed to be me. Okay, so their calling cards for the future is when you know what song just popped into my head? It's the Aaliyah song, If At First You Don't Succeed, Pick Yourself Up and Try Again. Pick yourself up and try again, try again. If at first you don't succeed. You know, something like that. But yeah, now I've got that song stuck in my head. You're welcome if you just got an earworm. Okay, so whenever I'm feeling weary, kind of trapped in, like, I can't see how this is ever going to succeed, or I can't see, like, oh, their calling card is that, that little feeling I get, that it's like a little voice, or sometimes it's just a little feeling of, this is possible. Maybe I'm just making things more difficult than they need to be. So it's to me more of like that little voice, or that little feeling that pops in every once in a while when I'm like, oh my gosh, I really want to do this, but I really can't see how this is like gonna end up, or if it's gonna be any good, or if it's, you know, but every now and then I'll get that little nagging, like, it's gonna be okay. And I'm like, really? And that's actually not me talking. That's them. That's their calling card. So whenever I'm feeling that way, I'm feeling like this, they're actually the ones to help kind of pick me back up again. And they're like, we got you. If at first you don't succeed, we help to pick yourself up, and we will help you try again. So yeah, I love that. Yay. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, great grandma. I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a swirly air in here. That's kind of cool. That was it. Thank you, Tracy, for putting this spread out there. Again, the creator of the spread is Lost and Found Tarot, but Tracy was kind enough to put this here on YouTube and, you know, lay it out for us. And I had a lot of fun with it, and I like doing these VRs, and I like, you know, diving into some juicy goodness. So yeah, I encourage you guys to try out this Ancestor guidance spread as well. I know that our homegirl over at Shuffle Tarot also did this, and I actually saw her videos before I saw Tracy's. So yeah, I go see either ladies, and actually, you know what, I'll just put both of their links down below. So yeah, you guys definitely check this out, and if you guys dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading with me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. Not only do I have lots of different types of readings, you know, Oracle, Tarot, Lenormand, scrying, crystal ball scrying. I also sell room and body sprays, healing salves for all different types of healing. I'm actually using my healing salves on my face currently, so it is nice and lightweight, won't clog the pores. I'm a very oily person, so I have to be careful of that. And I also sell bracelets and things like that, so definitely check it out. And head over to that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittenswaitsandtarot if you want to help support what I do. And you can do that by as little as $1 a month on Patreon. And I really appreciate everybody on there who helps support what I do, helps to give me suggestions for, you know, things that I could do here on my channel, helping me with meetups, helping me with that Oracle deck. I am about this close to finishing the guidebook and sending it off to the printer so we can get a little feedback about how to make the cover and things like that. So I'm so excited. All right, so I will catch you spiritual homies later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.